All right, so hello everyone. My name is Lesley Hoffarth. I'm the President and Executive Director here at Forest Park Forever. I am so pleased to be welcoming you here today on behalf of a fantastic group of partners that we'll hear from in just a minute. Every improvement story in Forest Park is a story of partnership, and today is no exception. The major intersection behind us, one of the most important leading into Forest Park, is now safer and more accessible. And a long stretch of Oakland Avenue has been given a new sidewalk. So we have over a mile of new sidewalk that stretches from Turtle Playground to Skinker, all for the benefit of residents and park visitors alike. We'd like to start today by welcoming the President of the Board of Public Service, Rich Bradley, to talk about this great milestone. Rich?
Thank you, Lesley. It's great to be with all of you to celebrate the completion of this $2 million project. There are a lot of projects happening around the city of St. Louis and in Forest Park, but this one has some extremely unique elements that are certainly worth calling out. The city of St. Louis was able to secure $1.6 million in federal dollars for this major improvement project. But in order for it to move forward, additional local resources were needed. First, Alderman Lyda Krewson and Scott Ogilvie stepped forward to contribute a total of $200,000 in ward capital improvement funds to get the local match going. Then, Forest Park Forever was able to match a $200,000 gift from the Gertrude and William A. Bernadette Foundation. So we had federal dollars, city dollars, aldermanic leadership and support, private philanthropic dollars, and the city's partnership with Forest Park Forever. That makes for a pretty competitive combination, if you ask me. The results and benefits of these partnerships are immediately visible to St. Louisans and park visitors. A much improved streetscape along Oakland Avenue in Dogtown, featuring a new mile-long sidewalk and nearly 2 miles of buffered bike lanes and new crosswalk connections. There are also safer, more pleasant connections to Forest Park, especially significant wins for cyclists and pedestrians. This was a very complex and major project involving roads, traffic signals, new paths, and much more. It's a testament to the strength of our collective partnerships that has turned out so well for the benefit of those who live and visit here every day. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Rich. Now I'd like to invite up Tom Collins, the Chairman of the Board of Forest Park Forever.
Thanks, Lesley. On behalf of the Board of Forest Park Forever, I'd like to extend our gratitude to everyone who helped make this project possible. This includes the city leadership that's here with us today, Rich Bradley with BPS, Greg Hayes with the Parks Department, as well as Alderman Lyda Krewson and Scott Ogilvie. As an organization, we're thrilled to be able to leverage private dollars to be part of something significant like this. To that end, I'd like to extend Forest Park Forever's gratitude to the Gertrude and William A. Bernadette Foundation for their gift of $200,000 to make this project possible. The Bernadette Foundation and its trustees have been long supportive of our region, and in particular, the Forest Park. In 2001, the foundation donated $1 million to Forest Park Forever, and this gift was instrumental in developing the popular recreational path that circles the park. The foundation has made subsequent gifts to help maintain the Forest Park trails. How fitting that the foundation's most recent contribution is again improving how people access the Forest Park and enjoy the park. Thank you again to the William Bernadette Foundation and to all of you for coming together on this wonderful, meaningful occasion and meaningful project for the park. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tom. I echo your gratitude to the Bernadette Foundation and its trustees. And now, please help me welcome Alderman Lyda Krewson. Lyda?
Thank you. Good morning, all. This is a great morning for walkers and bike riders. We of course love the new traffic signals, but what this project is really about is helping get people to Forest Park more easily and in a much safer manner. So this project, in my view, is about the cyclists, the bike riders, the moms with the strollers, and the walkers who want to make their way safely to Forest Park. And we appreciate the partnership of Forest Park Forever and, of course, the City of St. Louis and the federal government for bringing this much-needed project together. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Lyda. And now let's hear from Alderman Scott Ogilvie. Scott.
Thanks, Leslie. Good morning. My folks were in town this weekend from Minneapolis, and my dad reminded me that the first time either of us set foot in St. Louis was right here at this Amoco station in 1998. And he told me, "I'll never forget your first words, Scott," and they were, "Look at all this deficient pedestrian infrastructure at this intersection." And that day in 1998, I swore that one day I would be back to fix this intersection and make it work for everybody. And finally, 17 years later, pedestrians, cyclists can safely navigate the intersection. And I will say, we need to do a lot more of this type of project throughout St. Louis. We are moving in this direction, but I hope we move faster to put people on foot first. That's really the beauty of living in a city, is that you can go places on foot. And while we have great pedestrian infrastructure in some places, there's many other places where we could make dramatic improvements, and I really think improve people's quality of life through projects like this. So thank you.
All right, well, thank you, Scott. And lastly, I'd like to welcome my counterpart, Director of Parks, Recreation, and Forestry for the City of St. Louis, Greg Hayes. Greg?
Thank you, Leslie. This is a great day for the city, these neighborhoods, and Forest Park. For visitors to any city park, the quality of the experience is not just about what happens inside the park. The actual journey to the park is also very important. For example, how difficult is it to safely and pleasantly arrive on a bike or by foot? What is the relationship like between cyclists, walkers, and drivers? Before this project, there were challenges here at the southwest edge of Forest Park. These connections are now greatly improved. It definitely feels safer and much more accessible. The mile-long sidewalk along Oakland is a fantastic addition, stretching all the way from McCausland past our popular Turtle Playground. We know how many people enjoy biking in Forest Park, so we know that the nearly 2 miles of buffered bike lanes will be welcomed as well. On behalf of the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Forestry, I'd like to thank my colleagues with the City of St. Louis who helped make this happen and led the project throughout, especially Rich Bradley with the Board of Public Service. I'd also like to thank Alderwoman Krewson and Alderman Ogilvie for their leadership and support, which were essential. And I'd like to thank Lesley Hoffarth, Dave Lanzicki, and their team at Forest Park Forever, as well as the generosity of the Bernuti Foundation for their generous contribution. With that, I'd like to invite all of today's speakers up to help officially cut the ribbon for this $2 million project. Thank you very much.
Josh, you ready? Tell us. We're all ready. Okay.